Your person took their time to reach any conclusion about this connection, leaving you in a state of uncertainty and emotional limbo. They breadcrumbed you, giving just enough to keep you hoping but never enough to make you feel secure or valued. This lack of solid commitment from their side was not only confusing but also deeply hurtful. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, you found yourself becoming increasingly devastated. Your trust, once so freely given, was now shattered. The person you cared for seemed indifferent to the pain they were causing, and this neglect began to take a toll on your mental and emotional well-being. Your fears and insecurities, which you had managed to keep at bay for so long, started rising to the surface. Every unanswered text, every missed call, and every broken promise fed into your growing sense of inadequacy. You started to question your worth and wondered if you were ever enough for them. This was particularly distressing because you are the type of person who values long-term, meaningful relationships over fleeting flings. You believe in building a future together, in growing and evolving with your partner, and in creating a bond that stands the test of time. The person you were with, however, seemed to operate on a completely different wavelength. It was this fundamental difference in outlook that led you to take a step back and re-evaluate the situation. You realized that for your own well-being, you needed to establish healthy boundaries. You couldn't continue to pour your love and energy into someone who wasn't willing to meet you halfway. So, you made the difficult decision to distance yourself until they could come forward with genuine intentions. This was not an easy choice. Your love for them was real and profound. Despite the pain they had caused, you couldn't bring yourself to give up on them entirely. There was a part of you that still believed in the potential of what you could be together. Your decision to wait patiently, despite everything, turned out to be a turning point. It made your person realize just how wonderful and strong you are. They began to see you in a new light, recognizing your resilience and depth of character. This change in perspective made them appreciate you even more. The time apart allowed them to gain clarity about the nature of your connection. They began to understand that what you shared wasn't just a passing phase or a casual fling, but something much deeper, a soul connection. As days went by, their attraction towards you only grew stronger. They found themselves thinking about you constantly, missing your presence, your laughter, and the comfort you provided. They were filled with a renewed sense of passion and affection, but this was also accompanied by a deep sense of conflict. Their past actions weighed heavily on their mind. They knew they had hurt you and that rebuilding your trust would be no easy feat. The fear of rejection and the possibility that you might never fully trust them again loomed large. Despite their fears, they couldn't deny their feelings for you. The separation had made them realize just how much you meant to them and how integral you were to their happiness. They began to contemplate their actions and the changes they needed to make to win back your trust. They understood that it would require more than just words. It would take consistent effort, honesty, and a genuine commitment to change. In the meantime, you continued to focus on yourself. You worked on healing your wounds, nurturing your self-esteem, and reinforcing your boundaries. You knew that whether or not they came back with genuine intentions, you would be okay. You had rediscovered your strength and resilience, and you were determined to never lose sight of it again. Eventually, your person mustered the courage to reach out to you. They came forward with an apology, acknowledging their mistakes and expressing their sincere desire to make things right. They spoke about their realizations during the separation and their commitment to change. It was a heartfelt conversation, one that marked the beginning of a new chapter for both of you. Rebuilding trust was a gradual process, but with time, effort, and mutual understanding, you began to heal together. The experience had transformed both of you, making your bond stronger and more resilient. You moved forward with a renewed sense of hope, ready to build a future together, grounded in love, respect, and genuine commitment. My feelings for you run deeper than you know, and this is something I rarely, if ever, show you outright. I am not lying when I say this, but I have tried hard to deny and fight these feelings for you. I tried to forget and move on, but nothing seems to work. Your smile and your face are always in my mind, haunting me in the most beautiful way possible. I find myself wanting your energetic touch in my life again because, for the last few days, it has felt like I am unable to sense you, and that's what pains me the most. I want you so much, but I feel so stuck with my daily responsibilities. It feels like a part of me is missing when you are not around. The biggest wish of my life is to marry you and build a happy family together. You are the only person I can imagine being with in the future. I have never felt emotionally vulnerable with anyone the way I feel with you. It's a sensation that is both scary and extremely satisfying. It's as if you are the missing piece that completes the puzzle of my life. Since we physically separated, I have found myself longing for you even more. I secretly watch and observe you from afar, trying to catch glimpses of your life, hoping to feel a connection, even if it's just a fleeting one. I want to tell you that I am deeply in love with you. These words are not easy for me to say, as I have always struggled with expressing my deepest emotions. But with you, everything is different. You bring out a side of me that I never knew existed. You make me feel things I never thought I could feel. Every time I see you, my heart races, and my mind fills with a whirlwind of emotions. It's like you have this incredible power over me, a power that I cannot resist. When I think about the future, I see us together, building a life filled with love, happiness, and shared dreams. I imagine us waking up together every morning, sharing our lives, and supporting each other through thick and thin. I dream of the day when I can call you my partner, my confidant, and my best friend. I envision us creating a home together, a place where we can both be our true selves, free from judgment and full of love. The thought of building a family with you fills me with so much joy. I want to create a loving and nurturing environment for our future children, where they can grow up knowing they are loved unconditionally. I want to share the responsibilities and joys of parenthood with you, to create memories that will last a lifetime. I want to be there for you, to support you in your dreams and ambitions, and to celebrate your successes as if they were my own. Being with you makes me feel vulnerable in a way that I have never experienced before. It's a vulnerability that is both terrifying and exhilarating. You have this ability to see right through me, to understand my deepest fears and desires without me having to say a word. It's a connection that goes beyond words, beyond physical attraction. It's a connection that is rooted in the deepest parts of our souls. Since we have been apart, I have felt this aching void in my life. It's as if a part of me is missing, and nothing can fill that space except you. I find myself constantly thinking about you, wondering what you are doing, and hoping that you are thinking about me too. I watch you from a distance, trying to gather the courage to tell you how I really feel. But every time I try, the words get stuck in my throat, and I am left with this overwhelming sense of longing. I want you to know that my love for you is real. It's a love that is deep, intense, and unwavering. It's a love that has stood the test of time and distance. It's a love that I am willing to fight for, no matter what it takes. I want to spend the rest of my life with you, to create a future that is filled with love, laughter, and endless possibilities. I want to be the person who makes you smile, who brings you joy, and who stands by your side through all of life's challenges. I often find myself caught in a relentless cycle of replaying my transgressions against you, each review adding another layer to the sadness I feel for repeatedly letting you down. It weighs heavily on my heart that I didn't meet the standards I know I could have for you. The awareness of my shortcomings is accompanied by a profound sense of regret and the realization that I could and should have done better. Despite this awareness, I failed to live up to my own expectations, let alone yours. Knowing that you have found it in your heart to forgive me should bring relief, yet I struggle to grant myself the same forgiveness. It's a paradoxical situation where your forgiveness serves as a beacon of hope, yet self-forgiveness remains elusive. The journey towards self-forgiveness is arduous. It demands reconciling with my imperfections and accepting that I am human, prone to mistakes and failures. This journey is not just about redemption but about learning to embrace myself with all my flaws and limitations. The process of lifting myself out of this emotional quagmire feels daunting. It's like trying to move through thick, clinging mud that weighs down every step forward. The sadness I carry seems to bind me to a state of inertia, where progress feels impossible. Yet, there is a persistent yearning within me, a deep desire to find my way back to you, to the person I want to be for you. It's a yearning born from the understanding that my actions have caused distance, and now, the onus is on me to bridge that gap. As I reflect on the baggage I've shed along this journey, I realize that despite my efforts, a significant weight still lingers. It's as if the consequences of my actions continue to tether me to the past, reminding me of the paths not taken and the choices that led me astray. This burden, though lighter than before, is a reminder of the complexities of reconciliation, both with others and with oneself. Perhaps this heaviness I feel is not just a consequence but also a form of penance, a self-imposed sentence for straying from the path illuminated by the gift you brought into my life. Your presence was a beacon of light, guiding me towards greater understanding and compassion. Yet, in moments of weakness or confusion, I faltered and turned away, oblivious to the impact of my decisions. The realization of this impact weighs on me now, a constant reminder of the fragility of relationships and the depth of responsibility that comes with love. It's a weight I carry willingly, knowing it serves as a testament to the significance of what we shared and the importance of cherishing it in all its complexities. Every ounce of regret I carry is a testament to the depth of my feelings for you and the desire to mend what has been fractured. In this journey of reconciliation and self-discovery, I am learning that forgiveness is not just a one-time act but a continuous process, a series of steps towards healing and growth. It requires humility to acknowledge my faults, courage to confront my mistakes, and resilience to keep moving forward despite setbacks. Each moment of reflection brings me closer to understanding that forgiveness, both given and received, is a transformative power, one that liberates me from the chains of guilt and allows me to embrace the possibility of redemption. So, as I navigate through the complexities of forgiveness, towards you, towards myself, I carry with me the lessons learned from my missteps. They serve as guiding lights, illuminating the path towards reconciliation and renewal. With each step, I strive to lighten the burden of regret and embrace the hope of reconciliation, knowing that every effort brings me closer to the person I aspire to be for you and for myself. This journey is not just about seeking forgiveness but also about embodying it, living each day with integrity, compassion, and a commitment to growth. It's about honoring the past while forging a path towards a future where our connection is strengthened by mutual understanding and forgiveness.